guys watched the Olympics on Sunday, well, you might not have seen Jayson Tatum facing Serbia, which was really odd. He did not play a single minute in the 40-minute game in the Olympic opener on Sunday. My first thought is, oh my God, he's injured, he's hurt, he's sick, what's going on? But we're going to unpack why Jayson Tatum was not playing in the Olympics in Game 1 and what this is going to look like for the future of the Team USA, having Jayson Tatum off the bench, and even what this means to the Boston Celtics moving into the regular season. Now that it seems like Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown have a reason to have a chip on their shoulder and defend their title. I am your host, Allie Barefoot. We make a video about 5 to 6 times a week. We let you guys know the latest news and rumors on your Boston Celtics. So if you want the latest updates on JT, on Team USA, or the Boston Celtics, we've got you covered right here. Go on ahead and hit that sub button for me. Let's talk about the Boston Celtics versus Serbia. Jrue Holiday, who has been playing phenomenally for Team USA. I do not want any of the drama, so-called, with Jayson Tatum to take away from what Holiday has done, playing on the national honor of defending Team USA. 24 minutes, 15 points, 4 rebounds. He also tacked on multiple assists and steals. Jrue Holiday has been playing phenomenally on the both sides of the basketball. Derek White, who actually was in the first rotation, coming off the bench for Team USA in their first game. He played about 16 minutes, only 2 points, 1 rebound, but did have another couple of assists and steals as well. Jayson Tatum, after the game, was listed as a did not participate coach's decision. Now, the good news is, Jayson Tatum said he was in good health. So then all of my questions just went down the drain because the only reasonable answer that I could give myself is he has to be sick. But nope. He is perfectly fine. So this all lies on Steve Kerr. And why did he not play Jayson Tatum or Tyrese Haliburton? They were the only 2 players who did not play in the Olympic opener. And well, when I was thinking of this, I was like, how does he feel that Jrue Holiday and Derek White are playing? His former teammates, his current teammates on the Boston Celtics. Well, Derek White said he talked to Jayson Tatum after the game, made sure his guy was right. He was all good. And D. White said, look, he's good. He's in good spirits. He's obviously a hell of a player, and we've got a lot of great guys on the team, so he'll be all right. So it was great to hear from Derek White, a current Boston Celtic player playing on Team USA, saying that Jayson Tatum's all good. And then Gary Washburn tweets out that Kerr admits Tatum was a straight-up did not participate. I went with the combinations that made sense. That was for tonight. He handled it well, and he'll make his mark. So it doesn't sound like this is going to continue to happen, but I'm still very confused as to why Jayson Tatum, who just won the NBA Finals, was selected to not play for Team USA. It still does not make sense to me. Why? Because we have watched 82-plus games of Tatum in the last year fully dominate. So there should be no reason for Steve Kerr to not play him. Well, his reasoning was combination-wise and one player, Kevin Durant. Steve Kerr comments on not playing Jayson Tatum, saying it's really hard in a 40-minute game to play more than 10 guys. With Kevin Durant coming back, I just went with the combinations that I felt made the most sense. It seems crazy. I thought I was crazy when I looked at everything and determined these are the lineups I wanted to get to. But Jayson is a first-team All-NBA 3 years in a row. He's one of the best players in the world. Tell me something I don't know, Steve Kerr. I went with the combinations I felt would make sense, and I talked to him, and he was incredibly professional. We all knew Jayson Tatum was going to be incredibly professional, but we also know Jayson Tatum is that dog. And now, honestly, keep it up. Keep giving Jayson Tatum a reason to come back and defend the title. Kerr even quoted himself saying, I felt like an idiot not playing him. You should, because you looked stupid not playing Jayson Tatum. I understand this is Team USA. This is where the superstars of the superstars come to play to represent their country. But I do believe Jayson Tatum is in the top 10 of Team USA and should be mixing in with the rotation. But Steve Kerr said that he will. He commented on the next game, which is on Wednesday. Jayson Tatum will play. We will need him. Well, why? Because they're facing South Sudan, who they almost lost to in their exhibition match. And we know that this team has a lot of ballers on it for both teams, I could say. So it is good to know that Jayson Tatum will be playing it next game, or so Steve Kerr says right now. But that does mean if there's 12 guys on the roster, 2 people aren't playing next game. Does that mean Derek White's not going to play? Does that mean Drew Holiday's not going to play? Does that mean all 3 Boston Celtics will play? Because you got to think, Steve Kerr, why would you not want these 3 players together on the floor when they have been playing together for a year now? I feel like it has the most chemistry than putting different players on different teams on the same court, but that's just me. So now we ask you guys, does it bother you that Tatum got a DNP during the Olympics? I mean, he played all the exhibition matches. He did fall off towards the end of the exhibition matches. I saw his minutes and his points drop a little bit lower, but we're going to talk about it more coming up here. I just wanted to hear from you guys. Go ahead and comment it down below. But next, I want to talk about, does this put a chip on the shoulders for the Boston Celtics heading into the regular season, knowing Jaylen Brown, who doesn't even get to compete for Team USA, knowing Jayson Tatum, who's on the team, but he's not playing right now? What does this mean for the Jays moving forward? Before I hop into that, I do want to tell you guys about the best way to get tickets, and that is Game Time. If you guys are looking for a sporting event near you, please go to Game Time. It is the best way to get the lowest prices guaranteed. And even if you guys are like me, I tend to procrastinate when it comes to making big purchases like a concert or a venue or a ticket or something like that. But prices drop as the event gets closer. That's what's great for procrastinators like me. Plus, they also have last-minute tickets and flash deals they'll just put out in big lightning bolts, big colors when you go to look at seats, saying, hey, look, this is a zone deal. Go get this zone. Go get this seat in this zone. I think that's always helpful because sometimes when I go to arenas or events that I've never been to, I don't know where the best seats are. But thankfully, I've been to Fenway Park multiple times. I think it's beautiful, it's stunning, and there's nothing better than the Red Sox beat the Astros. Well, you guys have the opportunity to go on ahead and see them play at Fenway, not next week, but the week after. So if you guys want to go on ahead and get your tickets, you can see right here, they're starting at $85, and that's for Game 2. For Game 3, they're starting right now at $70. And you can also see exactly what you will be seeing from your seat when you go to buy the ticket. It's got a 3D view. That way you guys are not just shooting in the dark and figuring out where you're going to be sitting. They'll show you. And if you guys want to go ahead and get started, all you have to do is create an account, use promo code CHATSPORTS, CHATSPORTS, and you're going to get $20 off your first ticket purchase while terms do apply. But one more time, create an account, download the app, ChatSports, that's going to be your promo code, $20 off your first purchase while terms do apply. All right, let's talk about this. Is Team USA putting a chip on the Celtics' shoulders, specifically Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum? We have heard the rumors that Brown is not on Team USA because he feels Nike is a part of that, but now Jayson Tatum has been disrespected. There's no other way to look at it than disrespected that 12 players on the team, Jayson Tatum did not make the top 10 to play in the Olympic opener. And I understand. I get it. This is the best of the best. You're playing with LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, players who are a lot older than Jayson Tatum, still very good, still playing in their prime. But you are telling Jayson Tatum they do not need you to win. You are telling Jaylen Brown they do not need you to take home the gold. If that does not put light something under their butts to defend their title moving into next year, I do not know what will. You're looking at 2 of the best players in the NBA who just won an NBA Finals and telling them Team USA can do it without you. But they need Drew Holiday and Derek White, apparently, because Steve Kerr had either Holiday, 10-18, or Derek White, 8-38, on the floor for 18 minutes of the first half. They've also played 20 minutes together during the first half. That's what gets me the most confused here, is that you need Drew Holiday and Derek White to play together, but if you put Jayson Tatum in there, then maybe it's one too many Celtics on the floor. And I do believe that Jayson Tatum should be going in ahead of at least Derek White. Holiday has been playing phenomenally with all the other players on Team USA, but I do think Jayson Tatum has a lot more to offer on the court. And Colin Cowherd made a pretty interesting statement today talking about Team USA. And he said, well, Jayson Tatum, there's nothing on this team that he's the best at. Ant is the most athletic. LeBron is the great leader. Steph, KD, and Booker, the great shooters, even Derek White shoots. Jayson Tatum, he's not a great defender. One, Colin Cowherd does not like Jayson Tatum. I'm not sure why, but I had a feeling when I turned on the herd, it was going to be something disrespectful to Tatum, and that was right. I do not agree with that statement at all. Yes, he may not be the best in that category when it comes to the shooting, the defense, the leadership, but he is damn well in the top 3, top 5 of this ball club when it has something to do with his defense, the blocks, the rebounding, the assists, the shooting, the three-point shooting. Not to mention Tatum led the NBA champions in points, rebounds, and assists throughout the postseason. He was the leader in the box score almost every single game for the Boston Celtics all season long. Yes, he may be out of his element. Yes, he may not know his role because he's playing with players he has never played with before on Team USA. But I do not agree with Colin Cowherd that he is not the best out of the top 12 on Team USA. I definitely think he's top 10, which Colin Cowherd is saying maybe not even top 10 in the NBA, which is tough. And if I'm watching this ball game, the only person that I think is not meshing well with Team USA is Joel Embiid. I don't think he should be having as many minutes as he's having because I think you should be playing Anthony Davis down low. Mix him in with Bam Adebayo. Mix Jayson Tatum in with Bam and AD. I don't like how Joel Embiid has been playing personally with Team USA. But obviously, I'm a little bit biased. Obviously, Jayson Tatum being a Boston Celtic, Joel Embiid being a 76er. But I haven't liked what I've seen from him. So I'm wondering what and who will sit next game while Jayson Tatum supposedly will play. Now, my question comes back to you guys. Does Team USA need Jayson Tatum? There are 12 players on that roster right now. Do you think Jayson Tatum is a missing piece? Do you think he makes the team better? Do you think Team USA can win without Jayson Tatum, even though they just proved they could in Game 1? Comment why or why not. And as always, go on ahead and hit that sub button for me. Anything and everything on the Boston Celtics or the Boston Celtics players we'll talk about right here on Celtics Today by Chat Sports.